So it's been a few days, but we're back again, and hopefully get this back panel finished today. So let's go. There's no fridge here anymore, which means there's no milk, but thank God for Earl Grey. Yeah. Annoyingly, even though it's on there at the moment, the first thing we're going to have to do is take it off, because what we need to do is finish prepping all this metal here, get all the paint off of that, and same the other side, and finish trimming in here. Then hopefully we can offer it up again and start thinking about trimming off down here as well. And then we'll be even closer. We're so close. It's just this side's spot on. It's just a few little bits need skimming around here. So here comes a line, mark, grind, repeat montage. As much as I love the fact that this front end looks like it's together, even though it's not, it's going to have to come apart because I need these little clamps there and one in there. So it was pretty while it lasted, but it's time for the panels to come off again. Somehow that wing's staying on there. There's nothing holding it on. I think one little nudge and this whole thing's going to fall apart like a clown car. But we have our clamps. Ooh. Scarily enough, I think we're there. So on the basis that I actually have no idea what I'm doing when it comes to welding, I've set up this. This is the bit of the rear panel that I cut off. I've ground a bit of the paint back and I've cut it in half and clamped it back together. Now what I'm going to do is use this to weld back together first of all, have a little play around, play with some settings, see what works, see what doesn't, so that when I come to actually do the real thing, hopefully I'd have made all my mistakes already and I'll know what I'm actually doing. Because up until now, my welding experience consists of literally tacking these bits of rusty old scrap metal together and this little practice piece from a year and a half ago, probably, if not more. So let's have a play and see what I can do. I say practice makes perfect. Let's hope they mean very little practice indeed. Well, this is just friggin' infuriating. Every time I think I get the settings right for the welding, I'll do like one more spot and it'll all go to cock, and then I just can't get it to work again afterwards. Ignore the bits to the side, that's just me doing various things, but this is my first attempt at stitching this together. Here's my second, which isn't too bad. I mean, it's warped a bit because I just kind of rushed straight through it. I didn't kind of let it cool and go to other areas, but it's kind of there. I'm going to clean it up with a wire brush and see. But just when I thought I was kind of getting the hang of it, I got a couple of bits that didn't go right, and then all the rest just started blowing through, and it was all these bits on the other side. Christ knows what's going on with that. It's freaking terrible. So what's the verdict? Well, the verdict is I need a lot more practice at welding and probably someone to actually show me how to do it in the first place. First attempt, second attempt, third attempt. This one doesn't actually look that bad. It's got a few pits and bits. But like I said, after I finished this one, every spot I did after that all went to cock. And I'm going to grind this one back and see how it actually looks. If it grinds back alright, then maybe I'll give it a go on the car. I know I should do a lot more practice and work out what I'm doing before, but yeah, I don't have time for all that. So let's do a few little spots on the car and see how it comes out. We can always cut them off again afterwards. So yeah, we'll grind that back, see how it looks. If it's alright, then maybe we'll give this a go. Right, ladies and gentlemen, despite the fact it's very late, I'm very hungry, I'm very tired, and it's become apparent that I actually don't know how to weld. I'm going to go ahead and do it anyway. So we are about to do the very first weld on this car. Let's hope it goes well. Put it on. Wish me luck. We've welded something on the car. Look at that. That's actually not bad. They all turn out like that. I'll be well pleased. Oh, one down. Okay, so we've got our first section tacked in, and so far I'm reasonably pleased with these. There's a little one that went a bit amiss there, kind of blew a hole through. This has got quite a big gap here. It's not the most perfect job in the world, but it's a start. And the truth, let's take this off and see if it actually holds. Yes! That is the start of a new panel on this car. Yes! I'm going to do a bit more and then I'm going to go home and go to bed. It's no good. I'm going to have to call it a day. It's already tomorrow and it's been a long day. I've got to work in the morning, so definitely time to call it a day. But I think we can class this as a little victory, because if I remove this, ta-da! That is self-supporting. We are tacked in at the top, little one there, tacked in round there. So yeah, pretty good. I'd like to have done a few more, but to be honest, I'm too tired. It's just, I'm getting worse and worse as the night goes on. So I'm going to come back, I'm going to tack this fresh another time. But for now, I think we can class that as a little victory. It's a panel on the car!